Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jono. Today we are going through my V60 recipe and why I do the things that I do for filter coffee. First thing to do is to get our coffee ready. We're going to use 18 grams of coffee for 300 mils of water, giving us about a 1:16 ratio. Now it is hard to portray grind size over the internet, but this is what you're looking for. It's kind of the size of coarse sand. Okay, the kettle is set to 93 degrees. It's heating up. I'm going to use that water not only to rinse the paper, but also to preheat my vessels. I see a lot of people using plastic V60s on the internet. I'm really not a fan of that. I find plastic leaves a specific taste in the end product, so I prefer to use glass or ceramic. We start with the bloom, 50 grams of water for the first 30 seconds, aiming to finish the pour by about the 15-second mark. Once 30 seconds have elapsed, pour up to 120 grams. As soon as you hit 120, grab a spoon and agitate, making sure to get down to the bed of coffee. Agitate 6 times, then immediately pour another 100 grams for a total of 220 grams. Wait for 1 minute and 30 seconds total to elapse and pour the final 80 grams to 300. I hope you found that recipe really informative for V60. Now, I just want to go over a few reasons about why I do some of the processes that I do in there. One of them being, I don't agitate the bloom, mainly because I find that it really just creates a very acidic beverage overall. So I'm after balance and sweetness, and I want to get florals out of any coffee that I'm making a V60 from. So that's why we don't agitate the bloom. Now, one of the more common recipes I see on the internet is, say, taking our 300 mils of desired output and dividing that into 5 even pours of 60 grams, and then kind of adding and subtracting per pour to manipulate the flavors. And that's a cool kind of recipe, but it really lacks balance as an end beverage. So what we found in testing and drinking copious amounts of filter coffee is that 100-gram pours promote balance at an end product. Now, when you're pouring, it's always good to stay consistent with the direction of your pour. If you change direction, especially if you're one of those people that likes to work in a swirling motion, what's going to happen is you're going to create a lot of turbulence within your slurry, and that's not going to promote an even extraction. Now, one thing I find that really helps me achieve an even extraction and an even coffee bed is the use of zigzags throughout the pour. It's really well worth trying this technique, as it helps you with your flow control as well as the positioning of the water in your slurry. Lastly, a really good indication of your extraction is how flat your coffee bed is when it's dry. If it's wavy, your pour has probably been very turbulent, and you might need to slow down your flow rate. And if it's holy, then you've probably gone a bit too aggressive in one spot and created some channels. We always want to try and avoid those things with the V60. Hold it there for a sec. We are all students of coffee in this industry, and my recipe is my recipe and your recipe is your recipe. And all I'm trying to do here is impart some of my knowledge of things that you might like to try. So if you have your own recipe, let me know and we can have a chat about it and we can try different things and we can all learn. That's all we're trying to do. All right guys, thanks heaps for joining me on this video. I hope you found it informative. Please hit like and subscribe if you did, and we shall see you on the next video.